morning,
Hi,
Cherie.
good morning. And now is it Clea Marie?
Clea Marie.
Clee.
Yeah, that.
Oh, I've never met a Clee before. So nice to meet you, Clee.
Thank you. It's an honor to be meeting with you today. Thank you so much for your time.
Well, thank you for getting up early on a Saturday.
Yeah, it's a bit brisk here this morning. You look like it's a nice temperature there.
Hot,
Hot.
hot. I've got a fan right in front of me. Yes, it's averaging between 90 and 100 plus for the last couple of weeks. So
Oh,
we never
wow.
get it never cools down. So the house, no matter what air conditioning or whatever, and after menopause. It's
Tell
pretty
me about
hard
it.
to get, your body heat regulated. Just telling the truth, just saying.
I'm I'm with you there. I'm still going through that process. So, but look, I think Australia has just been waiting for you to come back and tour with us again. And this time you're putting Brisbane on the list. I'm so excited for that.
Oh, me too. And this show is going to be very different from the other one in 2016. I'm bringing my son's band with me, and
Yes.
yes, Maudlin Strangers is he's a great front guy. I mean, he's got a voice that's like off the charts, but as a drummer. Um, and he is a fantastic lead person, guitar player. But as a drummer, I mean, he embodies and pays homage to Sandy West like no other drummer I've ever worked with.
Oh my
And
goodness.
and it wasn't until I brought him with me to Ibiza a few months ago to back me did I really realize that this was the band that I wanted to use in Australia and any other shows that I do once in a while here and there because
Yeah.
they really bring not only just an energy and even his guitar player is 21 years old and he's cute. So
Oh.
it's like, oh yeah, the girls are gonna love this. They are.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds really exciting. Well, I look forward to that as well. We'll be seeing you at the Crowbar here in Brisbane. Um,
Oh,
yep.
great.
Because it's been what, 9 years since you've been in
Yeah,
Australia?
2016.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh.
Yes.
So I do have to ask one question though, and I just want to top it off at the top. In Australia, we have artists. I don't know if you've ever heard of Johnny Farnham, but he's been doing a wet farewell tour probably longer than most people have had music careers.
Oh,
So,
okay.
is this really the last lap for you?
It is. As far as touring is concerned, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, once
Okay.
in a while, I mean, because I'll always, I mean, trust me, stepping on a stage is easier than just about anything that I do,
Yeah.
easier than interviews or, I mean, it's just something that I was born to do. Um, so I'll do the occasional festival here and there or you know private stuff that I'm like
Yeah.
I'm doing a private show in Germany next year. Things like that I'll continue to do, but no more touring.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough too. But I think I've asked that question because I think what would it have been? Oh, quite a few movies, but Guardians of the Galaxy have really brought in a younger generation of fans for you. And
Oh, it has.
and here in Australia, it might be the last time that some of them get to see you.
Yes.
So I just probably wanted to put that out there.
Well,
Uh,
yes, and I mean all these platinum records that I have all over my house is thanks to Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah.
And then of course the Runaways movie too that came out in
Yes.
2010 opened
Yeah.
us up to a new generation, new generations
Yes.
of people that really appreciate the fact that the Runaways music you can sing it and you can play it. You don't have to be Celine Dion, to sing the Runaways. And it's just really fun rock and roll. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, kind of, yeah. So
Yeah.
people love the Runaways music. It has really been an honor and a privilege to keep that out there for audiences for the time I have, which has been, 20 years now I've been doing this. So
Yeah. Yeah. So you talked about doing something different. What sort of energy, other than bringing your son and his band on tour, or surprises might you have in store for us?
well, I think the set is going to be unique. Of course, I've asked. so many fans. What do you want to hear? So there'll be songs that I'll do that didn't do in the last tour, and doing some covers, but also some like for messing with the boys. I believe we'll do a song or two from that. Um, but I think when you're saying goodbye, it's just a whole nother deal.
Will I hear your Hollies cover?
Oh, air that I breathe.
Absolutely.
Oh, and I would love to do that. That is not so far. That's not really on the roster, only
Okay.
because we're limited with our musicians,
Yep.
and there's just five of us, and I would need the violins. I need things that just made it more, or at least a good keyboard player.
Yep.
So that's probably why we won't be doing that song. But
That's all right. I've got it on. I've got a recording now, so that's okay.
oh, thank you. Thank you.
That's all right. So, I mean, you've been doing this, like you said, 20 years more. Um, do you ever still get butterflies? Or did you ever get butterflies?
Always.
Yeah.
And I always do. I don't get nervous, but I get this feeling of absolute happiness because, as nostalgic as it is for the people that come to see these shows where they actually get to hear Cherry Bomb by the person that really did it.
Yeah.
Because everybody's done Cherry Bomb. I think it's that song has been redone by just about everyone that and young bands. It's so great. Um, it it really 50 years now. Can you believe it? 50 years
Wow.
since I recorded Cherry Bomb.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's been quite a long time.
You were what, 15, 16?
I was 15.
15.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just amazing. I
And
mean,
I'm yeah,
really, you were a
six,
pioneer.
65. Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it felt like it because besides Susie Quattro, who is one of my dearest friends, I love her so much. Please put her in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
I
please.
know, because then we can put you in there, right?
Well, you know what? I will not take the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame seriously until they do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and and if they did induct the Runaways, I would definitely, and you can hold me to this,
Yeah.
I would accept the award and then say, but I'm giving this to Susie Quattro because
Absolutely.
that's she
I
deserves
love
it.
that.
If it wasn't for
Yeah.
Susie, there would have been no Runaways, definitely no Joan Jett.
No.
So she doesn't get the credit she deserves.
No, no. I mean, you can tell that Susie was an influence on both of you, and also Bowie with yourself. You know,
Yes.
your hair, some of your moves in your early videos and things like that, just absolutely killed it. Loved it.
Well, when you start so young, you don't know who you are. So you take your hero. Like
Yep.
Joan took Susie, even though I was a big fan of Susie's, but Joan had that down. And Bowie was my influence, my main influence. So, you have to fake it till you make it, as they say.
Oh, and you did.
And well, yeah. And as we continued on, we kind of found ourselves, during that journey, who
Yeah,
we
and
really were.
and then you in turn, like you've influenced Courtney Love, you've influenced our own Brody. Um,
Oh.
you know, so many women out there, so many artists in general, and yeah, it goes full circle, right?
It does. It does. And it's lovely to get that accolade and that greatness from that great feeling when you see a greatness in other bands that have succeeded and for them to turn around and say, that we were influenced by the Runaways. And it
Yeah.
just makes it just like Christmas every time that happens. Because, I thought we were all but forgotten in the 90s. I really thought we were just a flash
Oh,
in the pan. And yeah,
no, no. And I mean, just in Japan alone, I think that was like one of the biggest countries to fully embrace you, like at the time as well.
yes.
Um, you know, um,
Oh, the
yeah.
UK as well. I mean, the
Yes.
UK, we had huge crowds in the UK. It was scary though, because that was where real punk was born. They were calling us punk, but I mean, their version of punk was scary. I mean, I had a Bowie knife thrown at me that literally landed just inches from my foot.
Oh,
Uh, at the Apollo Theater in Glasgow, and Rod Stewart had played just the night before, but the place went wild,
well,
and they tried to push our car over. We ended up running over a kid trying to get away.
oh,
It was really, really scary,
oh,
and I thought, we're rock and roll, we're not punk. But
yeah.
yeah, I didn't really want to go back to the UK for quite some time after
Yeah,
that.
I could imagine. Goodness me. But I think in the art world, it's not just music. You bring a whole lot in there. I think all your families have acted at some stage or another, even your parents, I think.
My mother, yeah.
Yourself, your mum, yeah. And you with your chainsaw sculpting.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah. I've been doing
I
that for what, 23 years now.
Yeah, yep. So what I really don't know the backstory of how you got into that. I mean, what makes somebody pick up a big chunky tool and create with it?
Well, it was divine intervention and listening to that inner voice that we so often don't listen to, and it's always right. So just happened to be on the back of a motorcycle going to the beach one day and passed a couple of guys chainsaw carving at the side of the road, and
Oh,
I just went, "Wow, that's it." They were here and gone,
yeah.
but didn't stop, didn't think twice about it. And then the next morning, I woke up. This voice said, "You've got to go back." I was like, what? When
What?
I was a relief carver at the time, I was working in wood, but
Yeah.
never in my wildest dreams I think about chainsaw carving. I mean, I was afraid of a Dremel tool, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
But finally, after 2 weeks of that voice, morning and night, I finally said, okay, I'll go. And I walked into this gallery and saw these just magnificent mermaids and seals and dolphins and gorillas and tikis and totems, and they were so beautiful. And this voice, as clear as yours, said, "You can do this." And so I'd learned to listen to that voice, and I
Yeah.
just went, "Okay." And my family wasn't too happy. Like my
Um,
brother said, "Sister, you're not doing it. It's too dangerous." It's like there isn't a choice in the matter. I'm going with that voice.
yeah. And do you still do it? Like, because you had an accident, like
I
a
did.
very, very serious accident. I think you cracked your head or something
I did.
doing
Yes. Yeah, that
yeah.
right after I got back from Australia, actually.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was on a scaffold, and I got careless because I was very high up, and my assistant. I just needed just to get that much higher to carve just this one part of this bear, and my assistant walked away to talk to the owner of the house, his wife, who wanted him to do something. He walked away from holding that board, and I caught an edge. And that's
Oh,
all I remember, though, is just carving the foot of that bear and then opening my eyes and having ice all over my face. I didn't know how I got there, and it was a retired trauma surgeon that who I
wow.
was carving for, and I didn't, I mean, I don't remember the fall. I don't remember, thank God, because I can't even imagine the horror of knowing that I'm falling,
Yeah.
about 10 feet onto my
Wow.
face.
Wow.
Yeah. And the chainsaw was still running, and I pushed it away from me. Obviously, people that saw the accident,
Goodness
they were
me.
traumatized, but
Oh,
me, I was only, the left side of my face was paralyzed for almost a year, and I cracked my head here, and but I finished the carving.
that was my next question. You finished it.
I
Wow.
sure did. Yes.
Oh, goodness. Well, I have to say the carving of the dolphin, I absolutely love.
Oh, thank you. I've
And
done many,
yeah,
many.
oh, okay. I've only seen one and Sandy West tribute, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Sandy. Yeah. Well, I kind of specialize in mermaids and sea life. That's what I really love to do. And I just did an Indian chief. So I'd never done a man before. And that
Wow.
I ended up finishing right at the end of COVID. So I could put it into and it was beautiful, life size
Yeah.
Indian chief and drove that to Oregon, 825 miles. That it was the first time I was able to get out because they locked us down pretty good here in California.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Lockdowns. Let's not
Yeah.
go there. We could talk for
Nah,
hours, right?
sure, absolutely, absolutely.
You know. So another question I thought that I think your fans and myself would like to know is like you've lived a life, like a very full life, a lot of trauma, a lot of highs, a lot of lows. But if you had a chance to sit down with yourself, even the year before or the year that you first recorded Cherry Bomb, what would you tell her?
Mm, well, I tell her to listen to that inner voice,
Yep.
and that would be number one, and to believe in myself more. uh, being an individual, this individuality of people is so important, especially now where there's just everybody seems to have this group think, and just to be yourself. People seem to hide behind other people these days, and you have so much to offer. You were born here for a reason. You have a purpose,
Yeah.
and it's so important that you focus and believe in yourself and listen to that inner voice because that's your guides that help you maneuver this very very can be dangerous and uh, life of ours. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you must have listened. Even then, you must have listened to that voice.
It took me a long time. It took
Okay.
me a long time. I
Yeah.
mean, and again, we won't get, yeah, because we only have 15 minutes. So it looks like that 15
I
minutes
know.
is
Sorry.
up right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't be sorry, but truly, I mean, I didn't listen to that voice. I got was kidnapped right after I left the Runaways.
Yeah.
Things like that voice was telling me not to do it. But I was a people pleaser, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to make this person feel bad. The thing is that I only wish I would have said no. And that voice was telling me to do that. So that's the number one thing that I always tell people: listen to that voice
Yeah.
because it will take you as far as you want to go, or it'll stop you in your tracks if you don't listen.
That's fair.
Well, I
Thank
can't
you.
wait. I hope I get to meet you.
I hope so too. I'll be there in the crowd. And thank you so much.
Oh, absolute, my pleasure. And I will see you after the show. I will.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. We got to do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye,
Okay.
Cherie.